Hello, now we're going to go on to smaller hand tools, and this is our curved sickle. It's a weeding tool that was recommended by Kathy Keel, and it's turned out to be a tool of choice for a lot of people here. This one has a lot of mud on it, so we're going to clean that off first. And this tool we're going to use different sharpening tools because it's more of a knife blade and we want a sharper edge on it. So we're going to actually use a sharpening stone. Now this stone has been soaking in water. It needs to be wet. It's been soaking in water for a little while, and so we're going to clean this tool up. Even the handle is dirty, so we're going to clean the whole thing up in water. Some of these things like sharpening and cleaning, they could be done daily actually if they're being used all the time. We were talking about professional pruners. They carry around a sharpener in their belt because they're constantly sharpening their tools as they use them, because they get dull as they use them. The more we use these, the more dull they are. These were brand new and never been sharpened before. They're probably taken on about 20 acres of weeds in the last few weeks. So we're going to do the best we can and get them sharpened up. And once again, we're going to dry our tool before we start sharpening it. This one's a little bit more difficult to hold, especially in the field. It's probably ideally it would be in a vise at home or at your shop, whatever it is. So we'll dry that. You can see that this has a beveled edge on this surface. This surface is flat here. So what we're going to do is we're going to sharpen with this bevel and try to maintain that bevel, okay? So that when we lay the coarse side of our sharpening stone against that bevel, you'll feel like it's resting on that surface. You could also look down between the two surfaces and see light and know whether you need to rock it, which way you need to rock it, so that it matches that same bevel. Okay? This is a little difficult. We'll put it on my knee and we hold it. This is even more important to use knives, to use gloves when you're using a knife. We keep the surface of the stone wet. We start with the coarse stone, and matching that angle, we start small circular motions with this. Sharpen this one edge of this tool. And you can see that there turns up kind of a sludgy material there that's partially metal filings and partially from your sanding stone or for your sharpening stone, but you want to leave that on there. That helps clean the surface and helps lubricate it. The moisture in your stone also helps keep it lubricated and helps the filings kind of wash away out of the way. So you're going to just leave them on there. Okay? We'll just continue with the filing of this. And when we're done with that side, you can see all this sludgy stuff. Then we're going to just stroke this other surface flush with that edge and just strike it off, because we don't want to put a bevel on this. It's just going to be a straight edge. We just want to take off that burr that develops when you're striking it. Okay? Now we're going to go to, you can kind of see where we've been here, and where it's shiny is what we've sharpened. And you can tell that it's pretty close to the same angle that our manufacturer's edge is. Really, really close. Close as I can get it. Or you can't see it. So now we're going to use the fine side. Small circular motions. We'll take a look at that. It's looking a little better. It's becoming quite sharp. Looks good.